For the past few years, I've made a setup tour, and well, they've gotten quite a few views. So, in today's video, I bring you the Nathaniel Show Setup Tour 2025.
I stay crossing off of my list, got my money in my, that's a check, 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 check. Bought my mama there the crib, could retire off of this wrist, that's a check, 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 check. Yeah, I'm like la 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 la, la 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 la, la la.
Alright, so starting off with the setup tour, let's see the first thing that we see. By flipping it over, it looks like the first thing we really see is the chair. So this is an S-Racer chair, and well, I got this chair a few years ago, and last year I talked about how it's kind of not great because kind of the chair, and well, it was kind of peeling. Well, yeah. It's gotten so much worse at peeling. Basically, a lot of this is peeling. I peel this a lot also when I'm bored. Also, that is not from my butt, I promise. It's from my knees, because when I sit on my chair sometimes, I sit on it this like this sometimes, so the indents. I will probably be upgrading this hopefully soon. So, going off from the chair, let's see what else we got here. And well, we got the desk. So this is a solder desk, and I actually got this desk because I just needed the cheapest desk I could find. And well, it was this desk. It was this desk from Solder, and well, I actually have a whole video about this, how in the last video, there was a gap in between here. Yeah, I ordered a whole new part. There's a whole video about that. You should go check it out. It was actually a really fun video to record. It's called My Desk Saga. It was pretty cool. We finally fixed this desk. Now it doesn't do that. See, it's very sturdy right here. It will probably fall apart again at some point, but for right now, it's pretty good, and I actually really like it. Next up, we have my keyboard. Ooh, look at RGB, guys. Ooh, whoa, so cool. Now, this keyboard that I have is pretty alright. There is a slight big issue with this keyboard that I have with it. We just do this, and we unplug it, and we use it wirelessly. So as you see here, if I do this, and yeah, look at that. It did not get all the characters at all. Not even close. Yeah, so this thing is pretty terrible when I'm trying to use it for connectivity wirelessly, so I have to keep it plugged in. So next up, we have the mouse, and I actually really enjoy this mouse. This is just a simple mouse. I don't need like a super fancy mouse, so this is just the basic mouse, and it's great. Got DPI settings by clicking that. So the brand for this keyboard and for this mouse is... the link will be in the description. They're not affiliate links, because... like stated last year, I'm not a big enough YouTuber for that, and we did not get monetized last year, so, you know, if we could get monetized this year, that'd be pretty cool. I bought a freaking camera for you guys. Oh, wait, we haven't gotten that far into setup tour. Never mind, you didn't hear anything. Next up, we got the microphone. This is a Fifine 669B, and I actually really like this microphone. It's pretty good for the price. This was only about like 25 bucks, and it was great. It sounds great right now. This is actually the mic that I'm using right now, because the inbuilt mic on this camera is terrible. And I got a little pig keychain on there. And it's also just on a cheap stand from Amazon. This is like a $15 mic stand, which, by the way, if you are going to be using a mic like this, highly recommend a mic arm. It's just way easier, and also you can just use it like this and adjust it where you want. Going from that, here are my headphones. These are Razer Black Shark V2 Pros, and they're great. I actually really like these headphones. I've had no really issues with it besides the connectivity is a little iffy. Like if I'm on the other side of my house, they disconnect, and it is kind of annoying when I'm trying to get some chocolate milk and they disconnect, but it's okay. Also, if I turn the volume like slider all the way up to the max, it does cut out a little bit in this ear for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, but other than that, it's a great headset. I love it, and I have no plans to stop using it. So then comes to some other random things that are on the desk. So if we just pan over here, we got my plushies. We got the Ramy U2s over here, and we got my Vaporeon plush. That Ramy U2s I got for Easter back in 2022. This, my friend gave me that, and I paid them back. And then we have a signed Jack Sucks at Life frame, as you can see, signed by Jack Massey Welsh himself. And then we have my peanut butter M&Ms, because I like peanut butter M&Ms. And then other things that are just on the desk. And we got my mouse pad, which is a new mouse pad. My mom got me this like 2 months ago. I personally am not a fan of this hard rock ergonomic thing, but you know what? It's fine. I use it. It's all right. Other things that are on the desk. We got my water and my Google Nest Hub Mini, which I use just because it kind of is a good alarm clock. It tells me the date, time, the weather, and the air quality, because, you know me, I live in New York, and I need to know the air quality because, usually I turn it like this to see the time, but it also tracks my sleep, so I turn it like this. And as you can see, it tracked the terrible sleep I had last night. Oh my goodness. I also have a little charger just for some batteries for this camera, and it's actually pretty cool. I actually really like this thing, and it just charges up some batteries, because I need some more batteries for this camera, because this camera dies so quickly. So I got more batteries for it, and I got also a charger for it, so it's actually pretty cool. So yeah. All right, now that we got to the like little stuff, let's get to the big boy things. Here for the monitors, we have a 1440p, 144 hertz, 1 millisecond monitor from Scepter. Now, people see Scepter and they run away because Scepter doesn't have a great brand recognition. People don't really like Scepter. But honestly, I think Scepter is great and I actually really love these monitors. I've had these monitors for I think 2 years now and honestly, they've been amazing. I only have one bad thing about these monitors and it's from this monitor. As you can see, there's a dead pixel right there and it's kind of annoying. I mean, it's not really 100% dead because if I just like full screen this window, it goes away. I don't really understand. But other than that, these are great monitors. I actually really love these monitors and I have no plans to change these monitors at any point. So now that we got the monitors, let's go to the computer. Now here we have the most beautiful thing I own, which is obviously my computer. Let me talk about the specs real quick. So I have a Ryzen 5 5600, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I have a RTX 4070, which I don't use at all. I have an RTX card and I like barely use it. All right, most of the games I play are like Balatro, Peggle, Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare, and also Minecraft. Like I don't use this card that much for demanding games. I have an RTX card and I don't really play RTX games. Something that has upgraded from last time is, well, I had storage, and the storage I had was I only had a 2 terabyte hard drive and then a 128 gigabyte SSD. I have changed that from now I have two 2 terabyte SSDs, Gen 4 WD Blacks. So those are like basically the highest end SSDs on the market, and I have 2 of them, which is just crazy. They're Gen 4 speeds, they're super fast, they're awesome. I really love them. I've been too lazy to take out my 128 gigabyte SSD. Also, some of my Steam games are still on this SSD that I still haven't imported the games from that to this. It's a whole mess, all right? I haven't really done it yet, all right? But hey, look, yay, I have more storage, yay, woo, yay. And also, this is my old hard drive as well. So I kept my old hard drive in. Now, there's one more thing that I added to my setup, and I'm holding it right now. And it's this camera. I got a camera, and this is a Sony ZV-1F. Now, this is the highest end piece of tech I own, besides probably my computer. So this Sony camera I've had only for a few months, but I've loved it so far, and it's actually just crazy to see sometimes like how good it is. Like in low lighting conditions, or like even in like some lighting conditions, it's insane how much better this performs than my phone. I'll put a side-by-side comparison I put on. It is crazy just compared to my phone to this. And you know, it's not like I have a pretty terrible phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy S23 FE, and this has the same sensors as the S23. So yeah, I really enjoyed that I got this camera. It's also just a great vlog camera. Like I can just like walk around with this if I really wanted to, but I'm using this as like my main webcam, and I'm also using it as like my main camera in general. I have a dummy battery for the camera for when I use it as a webcam right there. I just plug it into the bottom instead of using these batteries because that obviously gives way to the battery. This camera is amazing, and don't get me wrong, I love this camera so much, but there are 2 things I forever will hate about this camera, and one of them is this stupid microphone that's built into this camera. I'll give you a listen to what the microphone sounds like on this camera. Yeah, terrible. It is downright terrible. This camera's amazing, but the microphone is so poo-poo fart. It is terrible. Another thing about this camera that's really annoying, it has micro HDMI, and micro HDMI is the worst plug ever made on this earth, all right? I don't know who created micro HDMI, but it's terrible, all right? All the cords just break. I had one cord already breaking on me on micro HDMI. The cord I have right now is starting to break, and that's whenever you see my screen flash green, because it does that sometimes when I'm using it as a webcam. That's because this stupid cord doesn't work, because the stupid micro HDMI cords always break so easily, and it just makes me angry. Like, ugh, why? Another thing about this camera, which I also want to say, is the battery dies so quickly. Like the battery will die within like not even like 30 minutes, and it's but other than that, I love this camera so much, and it is so great to have a camera like this. Like on my phone, do you see that fan in the back? It would be like tweaking out right now because of that fan. I can do a whole 360 around my setup, and you see that, guys? It is not even bothering. It's like, bro, this is so easy. A few other things I want to say. If you want to learn how do I make my videos, I have a video there that you can go watch. And also, if you just want to know some other things about my setup, it's in that video. Quickly, if you want to know what editing software I use Premiere Pro, and to make my thumbnails, I use BeFunky. Anyway, with all that being said, that's kind of today's video there. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this will get like another 300 easy views, because that would be pretty cool. If you want to see more content of me, go check out my channel, Nathaniel IRL. I'll be uploading every single day next week, hopefully. Anyway, with that all being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!